Also, please confirm me. I'm sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen now? Thank you. Let's get into topic. Like it's a continuous and repeated session of previous demos. Whoever newly joined, we are continuing the same. But from tomorrow onward, at the regular batch. I mean, whoever joined yesterday and previous yesterday, they might be aware of these topics. So, what is RPA? All this regarding RPA related. We have discussed earlier. For new ones, I'm repeating the same thing once again. Here we are learning RPA technologies. We are call it as a Pega Robotics or as RPA tool, one of the RPA tool, and RPA is the technology. When it comes to RPA technology, it always does any RPA tool. Like when it comes to UiPath, Pega Robotics, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, all these things are Cofex. All these are comes under RPA technology. These are the some of the tools which are available in market. Not only this, there are many tools available in the market. These are the leading tools compared to last few years. So if we see, as I said, like RPA is a technology, which means robotic process automation, like RPA stands for, where the motive of each tool is to transforming the business into automation process. Whatever they are doing in as a daily task in their business, they want to automate the regular process. Regular process means without human intervention, they want to automate end to end. So to achieve that, they are adopting this new technologies called RPA technologies. So day by day, each tool providing more features, integrating more technologies into it. Suppose considering Pega Robotics, like it is including intelligence to it with the existing features. So it can enhance the features what they are providing currently now. So from past few years, it's a continuous process. So we are seeing a lot of versions in each tool. So whenever they are competing with the other tools, if they want to be in the market, like they have to enhance their features and release in the market, so that business will identify the features what they are providing, and they're ready to adopt the new technologies. Okay, which tool is best, which tool is not I mean, why it is not most popular? If we say something like that, the features they are providing and the license cost they are giving, it's a license cost, and it varies from place to place and organization to organization, and based on number of license business purchasing is also differs. So apart from license cost, whatever the number of, I mean, most relevant features they are providing, which business wants, uh, that enterprise or organization will adopt the technology. Okay, and we will see what types of RPA is available in the market. Like here, RPA and RDA. RPA, as I said, like stands for Robotic Process Automation. Here in this, there will be no human intervention, which means whatever the manual task in the process flow, they are doing it from end to end. Bot has to do it. If I say something, some word like bot, it's not a physical bot; it's a software bot, which means a set of programs programmed to automate the business flow. So it's a executable format which we have developed by using some studio development environment. We used to develop that programs, and we will give it as an executable format, so that end user will use it. They'll not able to see what is developed behind, how it is developed, but they just want to see whatever the input they are providing to that so I mean program, whatever the output they are giving. They least bother about development of this. As an end user, they just want the expected results. So we are achieving that in that one by using these technologies. RPA, as I said, like no human intervention, which means whatever the input it is required, it's already placed from one of the shared location, so that bot will take that information and it will process, and it will uh, provide the output. Or else if there is an application that needs to extract the information from the application, bot will do that. So there will be no human intervention. We call such scenarios as RPA. And whereas RDA stands for robotic desktop automation, which means there will be some human intervention, partial human intervention. It's not end to end human intervention not required, but partially automated, and wherever the inputs required to the bots, human will provide it. And also while processing, if there is any decision making, suppose it has to approve some scenario, someone end user raised a request for particular amount of loan. So based on his financial eligibility and criteria, that he has to approve or not, the decision will be taken care by the agent. So bot will not take, even we have provided such rules to accept and approve that loan, but the bot will not take that decision. That a human we will have to take the decision. So in such scenarios, we will develop the bots in RDA, which means partially automated and partially like a human intervention. Okay. For that, the difference between RP and RDA, we will not develop any user interface or window forms to the in RPA scenarios. Whereas in RDA scenarios, we will create an user interface, so that the end user, whoever using that bot, they have to provide some input or output. This kind of information will provide while processing. So this is the main, common difference between RPA and RDA. As I said, like RDA will be monitored whenever it is running by the human, but RPA doesn't require any monitoring. It will automatically run. It will schedule in one of the machine, in a closed machine. We use virtual machines to run the bots. Virtual machines, right? So even if in a closed mode or locked mode, whenever it is scheduled as per the schedule, it will run it. So these are the difference between RPA and RDA. And we will see, we have already discussed the purpose of bots. The main motto and purpose of this bots is like transforming business process to automation process, right? There'll be a lot of benefits, so that business is encouraging or adopting these technologies into their businesses. Okay. And next we will see what is bot. As we discussed, it's not a physical bot, it's an executable form of automated process, which means the process whatever they are doing as is flow, the same flow we will automate, and we will giving in a .os file format, so that that file will be using in a runtime environment to run this bot. So we all this terminology, runtime environment, development environment, we will come to see in later sessions when the actual training got started. Next, as we said, bot mimics human actions in process. Mimics means whatever bot is doing in process, like the earlier in normal process, and agent or user performs the same actions, such as some activities related to Excel, some activities related to Outlook, and some activity related to application interface. So whatever a human does, the same actions will be performed by the bot. So here, so that's why we call it as like bot mimics the human actions in process. Okay. So what actually this bot does: launching applications, login applications, extract the data and update the data, and download and upload files, and navigations, and close or kills applications. All these activities bot does, which means if you want to open any application, either with the browser, if it is in a web applications, we will use Chrome or Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, any browser we'll use to launch the application. We will click on that shortcut icon of that particular browser, and we will open and we'll enter that URL, and we will try to launch that application. But whereas bot doesn't require to launch this application manually, we'll do manually, but bot what it does, by using some adapters provided in the tool, by using those adapters, this bot will launch any type of applications here, like web-based applications. There is a configuration required like which browser it has to choose, and what is the start page of the application, and whether it has to start at the beginning of the execution or middle of the execution. So we have to configure few things there, so that bot will launch particular application whenever it is required. So we'll program in such a way based on our requirement. Okay. And the login information, so credentials, we used to, once the application is launched, like we used to enter the credentials, right? So in that scenario, bot whenever it is capable of storing that credential information in an encrypted format. So even that information, whatever credentials providing, that is not uh, logged in anywhere, which means that is not readable format. It is stored in an encrypted format. So that feature is also available and providing by this technology. So it's a safe one, so not an issue. And extracting the data and updating data, all these actions, whatever, when our application get opened, we will update data, or we will get data from it, or we will insert some data into it, the normal actions like download, upload files, and navigating from one page to other page. All these actions we'll do inside applications, right? The same actions bot also can do. So we'll program all this by using provided methods, properties, and some events. All these using, we will perform these actions, whatever we are seeing here. Okay. And as we discussed, the leading RPA tools, UiPath, Pega Robotics. When coming to Pega Robotics, we are learning Pega Robotics, right? We will find to know what is the initiative, how it started about Pega Robotics. Initially, the same Pega Robotics, we call it as OpenSpan. So OpenSpan company, brought this tool into the market, and after that, Pega has acquired this OpenSpan tool, and from next to us, few versions onwards, Pega releasing with the name Pega Robotics, containing the same old features and adding new features to it. So they are releasing this tool with the Pega Robotics. So market has been increased from when OpenSpan maintaining this, and Pega integrated their features and spread this one to wide variety of, like a wide variety, and it has given more features, right? So most of the organization adopting this one. So we are calling it as leading RPA tool in the market. Why? Because these tools keep on providing more features, and they are in the market as a competitors, each one. So one tool, one organization using, some other tool, some other organization using, because they choose this tool based on their requirement. Whether whatever the applications they are using, this tool is suitable to fulfill their requirements. All these things they will check, and apart from that, license cost also they will check whether it is coming to the lesser cost when compared to some other tool. They'll see the same features what they required. UiPath is fulfilling, Pega Robotics is fulfilling, and the Blue Prism is fulfilling. So if all these tools providing the same functionality, and the business is achieving their requirements, so they will see the next factor as license costs of that. If they are taking as a bulk licenses, they'll give it in a lesser price to defeat the competitor, right? So as a business, they will do. So because of that, license cost is vary to one organization to other organization. So whenever the organization adopted this technology, they will create a more employment to the developers, and they will hire more resources for automating the regular process flows. Okay. And where we need this RPA. So as of now, we have discussed what is bot and what is RPA technology, and what are the tools available in the market. We have discussed. Now we'll see where all we need these RPA tools. So these are the few examples. First one is repetitive task, which means if we see these repetitive tasks, take an example of call center. like the agent, what he will do or she will do, whenever they're receiving calls from the end user, or they'll make a calls to the end user to explain some features and offers they'll have, or some end user will raise in a complaint, a particular functionality or a feature is not working, something like that. So whenever they are dealing with the end user, the agent, what he will do, uh, he'll try to now launch many applications, because the information for belongs to that particular end user. It is not stored in a single location. It might be in multiple applications. He has to navigate to each application and retrieve the information while speaking with the end user. So it may take time to gather that information. So when it delays more and more, the end user will not will not be satisfied with the services. So, and also there will be a chance of making mistakes, or speaking not relevant information kind of thing. So there is a chance of losing their customer, which leads to lose their business. So in such scenarios, like what we are doing it, whatever the repetitive tasks they are doing, we are trying to automate it by using these tools. Okay, so the same I call it as repetitive. With one end user, they are performing some certain actions, opening applications, navigating to screens, and gathering informations. This is there that they are doing to all customers, for all end users. So the same agent is doing same kind of actions the whole day. So in that scenario, we are trying to avoid such repetitive tasks by using this RPA. And in such scenarios, definitely we need this RPA tool. And a complex process where logics involved. It's whenever it is a lengthy process. Uh, complex this is where we are implementing this RPA. Okay. Next comes to what are all we can do using this bot. We are saying bot, right? It's not a process, automated process. Okay. And we can, first one, we can application integrations, which means there are wide variety of applications. As we discussed, there are Windows applications means standalone applications which are installed in our system. Okay. And web applications which are resides inside the server. And to access those, we are either using any one of the browser, like Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer or Google, something like this. The browser we are using, right? So Windows applications, web applications, and Citrix applications, SAP applications, and database and mainframes. All these kinds of applications we can integrate with these tools. So they have provided some features to integrate those applications, so that we can communicate with the application through development environment through applications using some adapters. So we it will allow to identify the controls of the application elements. Okay, so those elements will be represented as controls in the development environment. We are going to see these what are controls, what are application elements, what are adapters, how to integrate those applications with the development environment. All those things we will see once we start the actual training. Okay. And also, as I said, like integration is possible with the different applications. And the second one is automating Excel, Outlook, Word, PDF activities. So if what Excel will do, like in most of the applications, mainly they will do work on Excels, right? To storing the data, or to update some information, or to share that information. Mostly we'll use Excel. Whatever the Excel operations we are doing, like setting the data, or getting the data from that Excel, or creating pivot table, and creating some charts, putting some formulas, all these activities, like we are doing using Excel, right? Either we can do external I mean, by using macros also we can do, and we can automate the process of Excel activities by using this tool also. Okay, we will do. So all these things we can do. And the same thing, Excel activities, Outlook activities, which means Outlook means sending mails, receiving mails, reading the mail body, and downloading the content attached to it. All these things, Outlook activities, whatever we are doing, I mean, booking appointment, scheduling a meeting, all these things we can do using these tools as well. Okay. And word related activities, updating information and getting information by using Word document, and also PDF documents. Same activities, reading data, writing, creating new PDFs, all these things we can do. So these tools providing these features as well. And also, like the third point, when we see calling external applications such as batch files. So some applications are not feasible to integrate, so we cannot perform regular actions on it. So from other external source, by calling the batch files, we'll write comments on it. I mean, that facility also provided in these tools. Whatever the batch files are there, we will run those batch files. Okay. And fourth one is like allowing writing our own scripts. Allowing writing our own scripts means this is basically comes from a C sharp background, which is a C sharp .NET background. So that we can write our own script. All in these tools, most of the functionalities are I mean, predefined. In the tool we can see the design components, like make it as readily usage. We just need to drag and drop those components, so we don't need to again recode those things, the functionalities which are available in the tool. We don't need to redevelop those, we just need to use the existing one. If the requirement which that needs to be fulfilled, if it is not there, then we can go with the writing our own script. Okay. We will write our own script, and there is a script component that allows us to write the C sharp code, and we can call the existing DLLs, the functionalities available in those DLLs also, we can use those. So that feature also is I mean, provided in this technology. Okay. And another point is like standardization of process. So when we see the process, that might not be the standard one. Whenever we are performing some bot functionalities, we are defining some rules. Bot has to follow certain rules, so the process has to be standardized. Suppose the naming convention, whatever the names they are using, it might not be the same all time. So for the bot to identify those and perform all time, we have to tell them we have to standardize this one, and the template has to be like this, so that bot will follow the same one. So when we say to the business, they will what they will do, like they will agree to standardize those one. We will follow the standardization process. So for bot we need to do exact rules, what it will do, like whatever the instructions we are giving to the bot, it will follow simply those rules. It will not take any uh, own actions by its own. Okay. For that we need to give each minute information also to the bot to what to do. So if we give such information, bot will never fail, it will continuously follow those rules. Okay. And mainly it helps to the business, like to giving insights what actually it is, the process it is giving. And they can see how much volume it has been processed, how much time it is taking, and all this information it is visible to the business by doing some analytics. So business can take a decisions upon it. So whether to enhance that feature, or that they can provide more number of volumes to process, like they can do some analytics, and they can put some decisions on it. Okay. This will be very useful to the business. And these are the some of the things like bot actually does. And when it comes to i mean avoiding some features, whenever we are developing, uh, automating the normal process into automation flow, here re-engineering of applications is not required, because whatever the actual applications they are using it, we are using the same applications to automate it, but we are not changing any features of their applications. So which means we don't need to re-engineer their applications. We are not adding additional features to the applications, or we are not deleting any features of their applications. We are simply using the same application to automate whatever the flow they are using. We are automating the same flow. So we can least bother about of developing new applications. Okay. And human intervention. And as we said, like in RPA scenario, we don't need of any human to intervene, to perform any action. So end to end we can automate without any issue. As I said, like until unless there is a step of decision making, like there is no need of human intervention. Okay. And monitoring. When it comes to monitoring, whenever we are developing RPA bots, right, we are running these in virtual machines, which is in a closed mode or locked mode. We don't need to monitor whenever the bot is running. We don't need to open the machine and see what it is doing. We don't need of that activity. So how we come to know whether the bot is running or not? Whatever the scheduled time we have given, we can see if the bot is logging any information in a shared location, which means like if it is updating any custom logs, whatever the bot is performing, or any mail notifications to be sent. Bot has processed, or bot started, bot completed. If the bot success, it will send a mail with a success notification. If bot fails, it will send a failure notifications. So all these activities bot we can do through via bot. So because of that, close monitoring of bot is not required. Okay, while processing. And we'll see some of the benefits of the bot. Okay. Why they are adopting this technology? We'll see the benefits, few of the benefits, like fast processing. Why I said fast processing means, whenever a human is doing some particular task, like he'll work for 8 hours, and he'll spend 8 hours to perform all actions that are assigned to him, right? So in those 8 hours, the person is doing the same kind amount of work, same volume. Bot can do either in 1 hour or 2 hours, based on application behavior, application performance. It can do like uh, i mean few hours compared to human. If bot is taking 1 hour, human will take the 8 hours. That much of huge difference we can identify. Suppose I'll take a simple example. Whenever we are doing some tatkal booking, right, whenever the application opens, like, we'll log in and we'll update our information, and we'll do some payment mode, all these things. Source, destination, source location, and destination location we will provide. But whereas we if we have any form, uh, pri- i mean priorly we need to fill that form, and once ever we are filling that form, we will schedule the bot. So whenever reach the scheduled time, it will trigger, and it will automatically launch that application, log in that application, and uh, extract all information from the predefined form, and it will update in the application. So for normal person doing that booking of Tatkal ticket, it might take 3 minutes, but whereas here it will take only 30 seconds. So that much difference we can find it out whenever we are implementing such bots. So within short span of time, we can do these activities. So we are calling it as fast processing. That differs from process to process. How much time we are saving it, that differs from process to process. Okay. And when the second point comes, improves productivity. As I said, like productivity means like the same ticket booking, if we are taking 3 minutes, if we are using the same bot, like it will take only 30 seconds. I mean more lesser than that also. So within 3 minutes we can do six more same activities. So whenever it is increasing number of volume, it will automatically increase the product, right? So here we can increase the productivity, what actually business wants, and efficiency and accuracy. So efficiency and accuracy, when it comes, like when there is a no like avoiding, we can avoid, as we discussed, we can avoid human errors, right? Human, what he will do, like he might not doing mistakes intentionally, but there is a scope of doing some mistakes in the process. So whatever the rules we have defined to the bond, it will strictly follow that rules, and it will continue the flow. It will not take its own decision, and it will not do any mistakes. So we can avoid such human errors. And efficiency and accurate, 100% accuracy it will give, because the rules we are defining, right, it will simply follow it. It will provide the output, expected output only it will give, right? And when it comes to scalability, which means today we have 10 records, so that one bot will do 10 records. Tomorrow we got 20 records to process. The next day 30 records. Like that, one day we got 100 records. If manually, if you are doing it, one person, uh, like uh, one, if one bot is doing 10 records per day, 100 volume, if it comes, means we can split into 10 records. So we can implement more bots in that. More bots means the same solution we are executing in one more machine, which means whenever there is a huge volume, we can increase the count of bots. When there is a less volume, we can decrease the count of bots. Okay. So that this upscaling and downscaling we can do. Why we call it as a scalability, we have that feature here. Okay. There is no extra efforts required to run the same process, redevelopment of the same process. We can use the same existing one. Okay. Less development time. We are saying it as a less development time. When we are writing any code in any scripting language, then it will take I mean lot of time. Depends on process size and complexity, it varies. Either it may take weeks of time or months of time. With a group of people or individual, it will take different amount of time, right? But where they have to write the code. But whereas if you are using these tools, everything, most of the functionalities are readily available in the tool. We just need to drag and drop those functionalities. In backend, those are anyway, it is code only, but we are seeing it as a design blocks. We just need to connect the flows, process flows and data flows. We need to connect it. So obviously it will take less time for development. Okay. So whenever we are doing the same activity, developing the project using script, it might if it is taking 10 days, if you are doing it for a tool, it might take only 1 day or 2 day. Okay. So there is a huge difference in the development time also. So and also easy maintenance. So easy maintenance means, if it is a coding, we need to see where it is failing, and we have to go through each code. But whereas it is a design blocks, we just need to replace those design blocks wherever it is failing. Again, it is a easy for development as well, and also for maintaining, doing any enhancements or code fixes also, it is easy here. Okay. And another one, business wants ROI benefits, return of investment. Whatever they are putting some cost, right? Like initially it is high, but later, like they'll get a lot of benefits from it. How will they'll get a benefit from it, we will see in the next point. But here in this, initially they're investing more in terms of purchasing licenses, and development means they have to hire the developers, right, for developing these bots, and also for maintaining, supporting functionalities. If they want to continue that usage of that bots, they have to maintain supporting teams. So all these things, they have to initially one time investment, that is like license cost and development is one time investment, and maintenance is regular investment. It's very less compared to license and development things. Okay, they have to provide all infra, and they have to provide all this, so that they'll invest initially large amount, and then later point of time they'll get a large amount of benefits. If you see here, reduce cost can be I mean resource cost can be reduced for new hirings and the trainings and employee benefits, which means the resource cost, if there is a huge volume of work, what they will do, company what they will do, they can't keep on same person to work I mean continuously for more days, right? So whenever there is a huge work, what they will do, they hire new resources, like they will hire more people. So whenever they're hiring more people, they have to provide training for them. That cost, hiring cost, and the training cost, and the infra cost, everything company has to provide. And whatever the regular employee benefiting from the I mean organization, all those benefits has to give to the this new resource as well. So this cost can be reduced if we are implementing bots in that, replacing humans in that, like it will automatically no need of providing all these benefits, because bot uh, will not expecting all these things, only the infra and input output, and I mean running and scheduling information when it has to start, and I mean the infra, if it is there, it will automatically run. Okay, bot will not expect all this. And where when coming to human, he can work only for 8 hours, not more than that, right? But whereas bot, we can run it for 24 by 7. Human can work, but we cannot ask, organization will not ask employee to work for 24 by 7 or 16 hours, please work on it, they'll not ask. Only for 8 hours or 9 hours they will work. But whereas bot, it can work for 24 hours. Okay. And as we discussing, like scheduling, we can do scheduling in a sense, we can schedule one day, 1 day or 2 days, or a couple of days, or weekdays or weekends, or monthly ones, and also daily once or twice. How many times if you want to run the bot, we can schedule it. The scheduling in multiple ways we can do. Either Windows Star Scheduler we can schedule, or we have a application in Pega platform, which is Pega Robo Manager, which is a centralized location for maintaining all bots, and there we can do scheduling. Okay, that also can be done. Okay, this is about scheduling. And suitable for all, next point, suitable for almost all domains, which means almost all domains we can implement these bots, which means in banking domain, and motor industry, uh, like uh, like insurance, whatever it is, like we can I mean run the bots, we can deploy the bots for them, we can build the solutions for them to automate their regular processes. Okay. And we have discussed this monitoring maintenance from a centralized location, which is Pega Robo Manager. Okay, we'll come to see later how it is maintaining, and the infra, what is that, and how we can deploy from our studio environment to Robo Manager. There we can see those later. Okay. And support from Pega product team. When it comes to development, we might stuck in one of the place, like we are not finding any solution for it, the feature is not available in the current tool, and so somehow we are not achieving the required functionalities. In those cases, we will raise a request with the Pega come into picture, and they'll try to diagnose the issue and try to provide the fix for it. If it is not available now, and they'll build a new feature and they'll give as a hard fix, or in the next version they'll release. So that support also we can get it from product team. Okay. And when it comes to disadvantages, we can see, uh, as we discussed from the beginning, rule whatever the rules we are defining in the bot to perform certain actions, strictly it will follows. So whatever the rules, it is not having any deviation to take its to take the decision on its own. Even putting some text into some other field by its own, it can't do. Whatever the instructions, the process we define, strictly it follows. So there is no intelligence here. And the second one is dependency on applications. So as I said, like whatever the business is uh, running the processes based on their applications, right? If there is any change in their applications, then bot will fail, because we are setting the rules based on their application elements. So control level information, if it changes or UI got changed, then obviously bot will not recognize those, and bot will fail and it will not provide expected results. So again, we need to provide a fix for it, or either enhancement we have to do. So there is a dependency on the applications. This is one of the disadvantage. And regular upgrade of the tool. So whenever they're finding some issues or bug fixes by the product team, right? They are keep on enhancing those features in the tool, and whatever new features are getting added, like they are releasing new versions. So to achieve or use that new functionality, we need to upgrade the tool. So it's not easy to upgrade the tool in the organization level immediately. It takes months of time, because whenever we are upgrading the old versions of the bots also, we need to migrate. So it takes a lot of time. Okay. And some of the features are not fully functionally we can achieve because of this unstructured format, or to read any data in a handwritten mode, or to identify any OCR functionalities. Even we have to perform certain actions in this scenario, but it is not accurate. So we cannot achieve 100% using the OCR functional, using any ABI reader, using those any external one also we cannot achieve. So we cannot rely on that. So it is one of the disadvantage. And when it comes to continuous maintenance cost, as I said, like when it comes to, after development is done, continuous maintenance why we required, because if any issue comes, a developer has to fix it. If any application changes, need to identify those changes and recode it. So it's continuous till the usage of these bots. There is a maintenance or support required. Okay. And when it comes to environment, we have two environments here. One is development environment and another one is runtime environment. Development environment means by using the studio, like IDE, we call it as IDE, for developing any application. We are using some platform, right? That is here Visual Studio, Integrated Development Environment. IDE stands for. Okay. Here we are using Visual Studio. Uh, we can achieve the development environment in two ways: either direct Pega Robotic Studio provided by the product team, or we can achieve the same environment if we are already having Visual Studio, and we need to add plugin on top of it. So either with this we can have that environment, or we can have this. There is a difference using this one and this one. Like here we can have some scripting features available, because we can debug the scripts we are developing while developing this bot. So whereas the less functionality available by using this Pega Robotic Studio. Okay. And runtime environment. When we use this application for developing, and whereas for running, end user, I mean, no need of know what is developed behind it, like how it is developed. He just wanted to the environment to run that bot. So we will be providing the runtime application in his machine, so that he'll just trigger the bot, or he can schedule the bot, so that bot will run and which will provide the expected output. Okay. And the version we are going to learn here is like 19.1. Latest version is 22.1, but most of the organizations still using the 19.1. Out of 100, around the 90 to 95% of organizations still using 19.1 version only. Because why it will not soon migrate to 22? Because as I said, like in a larger scale, like yeah, organization wants to migrate, it takes months of time. Whatever the bots they are maintaining in the existing process, there might be hundreds of bots they are using it. All bots cannot be migrated once, like partially they will do. It takes months or a year of time also, they will take it. So no organization will take immediate step of migrating. Okay. And the concepts we are going to see in a high level, these things, and each concept we are having subtopics we are going to see uh, those as well. So studio environment, we are going to see, and I mean how we are developing solutions and projects, and the project related items we are going to see. Integrating applications using adapters we are going to see, and developing automation workflows we are going to see. Like each component level or controls information we are going to see. Component level means .NET components and Pega provided components are we are going to see. And we are going to learn about error handling and debugging, how we will do debugging and building projects, and project deployments, how we will do testing. All these things we are going to see in the coming sessions. These are the part as, I mean, as part of demo we are discussing. But when it comes to actual training sessions, we are going to see in depth. Okay. And I have completed the demonstrations. If you have any query, just we are open for that. Please ask if you have any queries, or if you can just type also, it is fine in chat. I'll answer those. I know in a hurry we just started, like uh, we went to in a fast mode, but it will, because joined late, right? So we went in a hurry mode. Not an issue, like we can discuss each one in detail later sessions. If you have any queries now, you can ask, please. Anyone having any queries? Yes, we will cover web application integration also. Like the basic one is like Windows and web. Without any integration of these applications, we cannot develop anything. So mostly we'll use web applications and Excel related. We'll mostly widely we are using in the market, in the organization, in the regular business process flows. Any other questions? If no questions means we can wind up. Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for joining the class.